Alright, now it should be working. Alright, now.
Yep.
Alright, cool. We are good now. Alright, anybody who's watching this, welcome back to the later problem with me, myself, my beautiful wife.
Don't forget the biblical princess.
And the biblical princess.
She is the star of the show.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There we go. So, from what I remember last time, we ended up defeating the church.
And Brachus Rex.
And Brachus Rex.
Did you forget that part?
Oh my god, I did. Wow. I forgot about all this.
Can you give me back Epona, please?
Okay, so I did level up. Did Jahan not level up? No, he did. Head over this way. I need...
Okay, we actually need a key.
Got a lot more arrow stage, so I should probably dump the point to arrow stage again. Scarlet. You. I need. Doesn't matter. So then my big thing is, we should have been able to get the key for that, likely from Brachus.
I didn't get anything from her. Well, not that. Like that. Just got
Nothing
the armor
important.
pieces that we distributed.
Right. Okay. I'm really curious whether or not his whole thing comes back later, because if not, this was incredibly anticlimactic for who he is built up as in the second game.
A little. We'll see. I find it hard to believe that he just is gone.
Although that would be very apropos that basically in the second game you hear mentions of him in the first portion of the game and then ultimately never again. Just like in this first game. So oh, found a one. And a arrow. Nope. So, while you level up, shall I run out? Oh, are we gonna do Scoundrel? Well, no, we can do the Scoundrel thing if we have 1 point in Scoundrel.
Yeah, depending on which level book it requires. Yeah.
So, do we all want Scoundrel, or?
I don't think we all do. Let's at least
And then
scope out the area first.
Okay.
Before we all just
before we commit to it.
dump points into Scoundrel. I want what's in that chest.
Have you tried whispering sweet nothings into its ear?
I tried burning it, but it didn't work.
Well, the sweet nothings got me to you, so you might want to try sweet nothings. What about the 10 puppet faces?
10 puppet faces.
Mm-hmm. Moment of one.
Can you pick this up, please? Considering that a paperclip will not allow me to move.
I can certainly try.
It says I can.
But can we lockpick it? That's the real question.
I don't know. Let's take it with us though, so we don't forget it. Cool. Didn't even
Did
wait
it
anything
leave
for you.
behind the...
The lock?
Hold on.
Is it no longer locked?
Hodor. Hodor. Oh, it is locked. Okay. That's
Okay.
fair. What if we tried throwing it from on top of, like, a very high place?
You can't, because remember this game doesn't have like, the pushing in the cliff falls.
No, but I can still throw it.
We could try. It has a lot of health though.
You should have. Absolute waste.
I was trying to be respectful and nice and shit.
Oh, first time?
Yeah. I was trying something new. Didn't pay out.
I'll never be it again.
Yeah.
What I've learned is don't be respectful.
That's exactly what I learned in this game.
Is
That's how we
there-
got in. Yeah, ladder.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we already looted everything in here.
Oh, hold on. Yes, Jahan.
The king is dead. Long live... well, not he. He came close though, Brachus Rex. Close to fulfilling his dream. Dormant he would lie until loyal followers that persisted through centuries would restore him to life afresh. As a ghoul, no more was he reborn. Exactly the type of base necromancy I abhor. But now that he is dust at our feet, I can't help but feeling a morsel of pity. The work of ages, the desire beyond death we undid with a simple stroke of the sword.
You know, you can't say that you hate the guy on one hand, but then feel pity for him. Like, your whole thing about necromancy is kind of like a, I don't know, a pipe dream.
Considering he's in the second game, he might not be.
It would have been really cool if he wasn't a huge dick, but you know, kind of is. So, don't feel bad about it.
Yes, well, something along those lines.
What'd you say?
Life.
I agreed.
It is such a precious commodity. So precious indeed that death is dealt in droves to merely postpone it, to make it cross the boundaries set by nature. There is much simple irony to be found in these exploits, but at the heart of it lies an equally simple endeavor, which is to overcome the most primal of fears, the dread that prompts philosophy and religion both, and that is the fear of death. To overcome death, if it be possible, is to attain victory over the unconquerable. Such a victory, what a thing of beauty it would be. Still, all this talk about immortality hits the raw and ragged nerve of passing time with relentless momentum. Onward, onward. To be idle is to die.
Jahan, you've also been alive for like, what, 500 years?
You're the one who talks so much, Jahan.
Also, he's been alive for 500 years. Clearly, you've almost figured out immortality. Like, I really can't stand talking to sorcerers about how you guys are all like, oh, but death is an important part of life. Meanwhile, you actively prevent it using magic. You're a bunch of cowards and hypocrites.
You okay?
No. God, that stuff annoys me. You guys are no better than liches. That was a little honest. I might want that recording.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just dig up this grave real quick, if you don't mind.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, a branch. Nice. I picked up a big stick.
Oh, come on.
You did it. She did it. She was the one who dug you up. That
Well, I
dog.
dug up a chest. Oh, it's a pig.
That's a boar. Okay, cool.
It's dead bait.
Sneaker won't mind if I do this.
Where's your sword?
It broke.
Ooh, that's awkward.
It is. That's super awkward.
You like that sword too.
Ha!
1 second, let me just stop doing this. In the middle of a fight.
As soon as I manage to re-hone this sword, you guys are done for!
Can you hear the crackle of my power?
Remember when you hit it, it bleeds poison. So probably just magic.
That's fair. Alright, I think we can do this. Oh, is that severed tendons?
Trip.
Aw,
I know, I love severed tendons.
God, severed tendons so good.
I was vicious.
You were. Severed tendons. Put them in fire. Double
Yeah,
damage.
my second run with low sensible.
Yeah. That was evil stuff, man.
Yes, it was.
Severed tendons, blind, and put it on top of a
What
fiery.
was my favorite? I know I could teleport them closer. Severed tendons for sure. And then make them run here.
Yeah. It was
To
that.
bleed out.
It was that one, or using like severed tendons or whatever, and then teleporting them just
So far away.
super far across the map.
Because then they wouldn't move. So you had to put them in the surface that they didn't like. So it had to
Yeah,
be
so
like
it had to be, like,
fire,
fire
or poison.
Yeah, something that kept them moving.
Yeah. It sounds
were
terrible
super
when we say
pit-
that, but
You were so pissed, and I'm so pissed about it too, when you would inflict fear, because they're supposed to run. Didn't you just say it loses
yeah, I
poison?
did, but I apparently can't shoot an arrow, so
Oh, okay. Is your bow gone? Oh.
we replaced it with a knife. I don't know why I did that, but apparently I did.
But, when you would use fear, suddenly they decide to stop running.
Yeah,
But when we have fear,
run everywhere.
we would run everywhere.
Although to be fair, we would always sever the tendons first for the most part.
That's
game
not
was
the
like,
point.
You
It's
can't do that.
They're still supposed to
They
run.
are supposed to run.
So the fact that they didn't was super annoying.
Come on.
Come on.
Once
Are you
it's
really
not
gonna
on
make me
fire.
pick it up?
Well, Jahan has room, right? Jahan.
Not even worth the rummaging.
Shut Jahan.
Check your equipment.
Yeah, I know.
I do like the fact that when I use a repair hammer, it just repairs it. It doesn't get rid of the hammer.
That is
That is extremely.
Bless the seven, I am restored.
Because when I saw the repair hammer and how often they come up, I was like, oh no, this is going to be a big pain in my butt. Nothing.
Alright, we should probably.
Bunch of useless dead people.
I know, right? I hate when that happens.
I know. You can see why you have, like, really terrible burial rites. Bunch of filthy pores. Nothing. Alright.
I mean, we did find a chest already, so it's got to open.
So options, we go to here. Road to the fort. Oh, what is that?
That's you?
Oh, I guess go talk to Arhu.
Yeah, we should probably talk to Arhu.
We should probably talk to this guy.
And the dude who's a stick with
Yeah, the captain.
That's what I said.
No, I don't use that. North Gate.
Oh my goodness.
Who did this? I was not involved.
They do have much money though. I wanted to bring that up at this point.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Right below.
Feeling hot under the collar?
Nobody cares,
Warm
guys.
as dragon's breath.
Nobody cares. It's not funny the first time.
You hate that so much.
I do. God, that's annoying. It's like listening to stupid in stereo. Alright, senior, stick up the butt.
What now?
I had to teach someone who
So,
didn't
let
fight
me get
practice
this
reps.
straight. There are insidious sorcerers running about town that turned a council ambassador into a zombie for sport, after said councillor was murdered by some mystery witch who subsequently trotted off to her cabin in Lucula Woods. Sure you haven't omitted relevant details like, flying brooms, black cats, and bloody pentagrams?
You know, I need you to be aware that I am the only thing stopping her from literally murdering this entire camp. And I do not appreciate the
Which her are you
tone
talking about?
with which you are speaking. What?
Which her are you talking about? The witch
You.
is- This is true.
Who else would I be talking
I
about?
thought you meant the witch for a second,
No.
and I was like, no, me too.
No, I'm the only thing standing between you, woman amon, and
Not the whole town.
not the whole town, but basically this entire encampment.
Oh, yes, I will.
Quite frankly, I'm really not liking your tone, Aureus.
By Belagar's nebbers. Sounds like a fantasy tale mothers tell their children before bed. And I bet none of it's more than fantasy either. Though no doubt Arhu puts stock in your every word. Anyway, be these truths, half-truths, or outright lies, it seems to me your business in Cyseal is concluded. Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
Should I have them arrest the mortician?
What, for giving them the body?
No, it wasn't even really given the body. He just seems like a hapless idiot.
I mean, I wouldn't say idiot, but I mean, I'm not
Never mind.
really.
It just... I don't feel like we should have him arrested. Seems like just an idiot.
Till he cost.
In which case, we'll kill him. Kinda like you. Stupid. You know what? I'm gonna close the store. What happens,
How can I
happens.
help you, my friend?
Arhu, tell me stuff.
Yes. Oh my god, I am so annoyed that nobody mentioned that Arhu sells 4, like, resurrection scrolls
At a time?
at a time.
Yeah.
The other place is like, oh, well, she sells 1. Did nobody try and trade with Arhu? I'm gonna go back on that forum and tell people about that. Not that I think that there's suddenly gonna be a huge, like, resurgence of people playing this game, but that is important information that nobody mentioned. Especially that one guy who was like, perhaps you should not die as much. Just like, I was so annoyed when I read that one. It's like that one time I saw somebody who was like, yeah, I'm looking to build a deck. Are there any, like, special requirements or anything like that that I should know about? And then someone was like, it's called a box. And I was like, that? He was asking about the best ways to build a box and a deck. Like, you know, standardized techniques or whatever. You don't gotta be a dick about it.
This is true.
Because last time I checked, people who are dicks about it tend to not have any useful information. Because I know that you confirmed it. Terrence basically told me that the reptile community is the most like unfriendly community known to man.
It depends on where you go, but like yeah.
Most
as
online
soon as you
forums.
do anything wrong, everyone has to stick up their bum and like, nah, well actually you're gonna kill them and you're a terrible pet owner and you should go to jail. And it's like for putting in a red light bulb at night.
Right.
They can see red light, which I didn't know, which certain ones kind of can. But like I've seen stuff like that in the forum. But I did use ceramic bulbs and I did use like copper lighting, etc., etc. But as soon as you get the smallest thing wrong, which they sell at the pet store, and no one knows like an actual like
expert. Nobody's an expert.
yeah, unless they actually have reptiles, they're not actually experts. So
And
it's
even
like,
if they do, they probably are still not an expert. Not to be mean, just like the reality of the
that,
situation.
and also like you can get away with a lot less expensive shit in the pet store.
Kind of.
So like the UV light you don't want to skip on, but like as far as regular heat bulb, just get an indoor floodlight.
Right.
Get a ceramic heat bulb for night, for depending on what kind of reptile you have, of course. But like, there are cheaper ways to do these things.
Right. But I know you said the same thing happens in the candle community as well.
Yeah.
There are people who are just like, well, actually, it's like, do you just come on here just to... And I've asked that to my dad one time. I was like, does this happen in engineering forums? He's like, all the time.
Yeah, because people just go on the internet to stick up their bum. It's like, you not have anything better to do?
Well,
That's why no one asked you how your year was in the holidays.
Well, and the super annoying part is that these are the people who constantly say that they want to teach people,
They don't.
but they constantly act like huge a-holes anytime that you bring up any question. Like, if you're not, why are you trolling forums where people are asking questions if you don't want to be actively helpful? Because then they're like, well, maybe if you asked me a decent question, maybe I wouldn't be an asshole.
Maybe
You saw the question, maybe you should have just, you know, fucked off.
Kind of.
You know, you acting like your dad isn't suddenly gonna make you feel better.
I don't know what's wrong with people. Like, I've seen it even in like those little shorts that you see on like Facebook or like
Oh my
on
god.
YouTube and stuff. You ever click on the comments, it's always someone, well, actually, or that's stupid, or you didn't even finish the video, or what else happens next? Go to the channel. Or that wasn't instructional. You didn't give measurements, so go to the channel. Or figure it out. Everything has to be written down for you.
That
I
is.
got one person in the comments when they were like, oh, where'd you get this from? And I was like, oh yeah, I got it from this website and I typed in this. Okay, but what about the link? I'm not gonna
No, because I don't need
go
to.
find it yourself. I
Right.
gave you the website, I gave you the search term.
Right.
Figure it out. Because I don't post links because that's sketchy behavior.
Right, because as far as they know, it's like, oh yeah, click on this one. Okay,
Yeah, that's
but
not
like,
good to teach people to click on links, so it's like, you can figure this out. I'm not even going to justify that answer. Figure it out, you're a grown-ass adult. Take on Design Touch.
that was like,
I kind of want to put like a skill set on Itana too. for when-
petrifying touch is super helpful.
I know, I'm saying, I think that the archer could use this and I think your main
So-
guy can use this and too.
You
So that way
probably
they're
could.
not like,
Shall we mix a little bit of pyro, just a tiny bit of pyro into him and her, or do you think, or not her, but geomancer for her, a little bit of pyro for him? Let me look at what pyromancer skills he's got. That way we can kind of. Where's
look
Argo?
for the cat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How can I help you,
Furry.
my friend?
Set fire to a nearby target. Create a fire surface, self-immolation. Of course I want fireball. Smoke screen would be helpful so that he could get out of danger. Haste would be helpful to get to a target.
So you want to be fire?
I think fire would be helpful for him because his whole thing is getting up close and personal.
Okay.
So let me.
But yeah, like after the last fight where it's just like, yeah, you, no piercing damage.
Source
there's a flaw to
Hunter.
this.
Welcome.
Right, what am I supposed to do now?
Welcome.
Sure. Dexterity, not high.
So what? Oh, requires level 6. Adept. I need only novice skills. So I can do haste. And I can do burning touch. Or I can also do firefly. So I think that well, you're doing geomancer, right?
I'm doing both. Remember, because Jahan is Hydrosophist before we realized that it was tied to your regular levels, not to your level in that skill.
Yes.
So I started putting the Geomancer and Pyromancer so I could do those ones and a little bit of Witchcraft, but
Okay, but I'm talking about your archer.
I don't know yet. So, pick what you want.
Okay.
I have a little bit of Scoundrel on her, but I want to put some magic in there.
Because I'm thinking maybe Boulder Smash or Midnight Oil and Firefly.
Okay.
There we go. And then if I want to do the boulder thing, it is very handy, but kind of running out of money. Well, I can just sell art and stuff. Hold on.
How can I help you, my
Yeah,
friend?
we do have some stuff to sell.
Is this better than your current crossbow?
Yeah. Keep that.
Yeah, keep that one. So that one.
Oh yeah, Men at Arms. You still have those books too. You have to get you skills and that's one of those red books.
Hunt and
Crippling Blow.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
With many cheeses.
What was that summoning book?
Name of his summoning it.
Oh. So,
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest
Bless?
veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Removes curse. Want that one though. Fireball is death, so I cannot.
Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
On the ambling river in their mouldy boots. Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Alright, cool. And he has at least a couple of spells he can use. Oh, wait a minute. We should probably have a conversation with Arthur and tell him, assuming we can, that, you know, what happened.
we did after the fight.
With Arhu?
Yeah, he was there. He
I
popped
hope your
up.
quest fares well, dear hunter.
Oh. Cool, whatever. Bye, Arhu. Keep being creepy with the other cat.
Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
She's a human.
Because I'm not in any hurry. We're not going anywhere right now, so.
The finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen. No better solution to
I'm
the
sorry, does
zombie
she have
problem
6?
than
Oh no,
set
you have 6.
summer
Okay.
hours.
Yeah, I've been buying them.
No, I thought that suddenly she had 6.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was like, excuse me.
That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Corbin lamb.
That would have been super helpful.
What would have been?
Deals crushing weapon damage.
Not in the mood for cheese.
Yep.
Yep,
That excuse is more holes
Oh, you learned
than a
it.
slice of this
I did.
fine
Now I did.
Corbin
I'm gonna go scope out the little burning
You
area,
want to
okay?
save before we do?
Livestock's
Probably.
got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say.
Red and orange, yellow and green. The finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Maybe we should tell her that her husband.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here.
I cannot believe Jake was a sorcerer. What depravities did he commit? Was he planning to use me as a sacrifice?
You
We
wish.
already
I
talked to her.
shudder
already.
to think that for years I have lain next to him at night, peacefully sleeping, while his thoughts dwelt on blood and devilish magic.
Turn!
Leave me be, I have a job to do.
Oh, you're not the guy I thought you were. Oh, did your little boyfriend leave? Where is he? Oh, he's not here anymore. Really? That's boring.
It's right there by the door.
Nope, that's shop guard. Not the same guy.
Oh.
Not the same guy. It'd be funny if he was in her bedroom. Just sleeping.
Did you go upstairs?
Yeah. That's a good question. Hold on. Just walk in, see him in the bed with the little stars above his head, like the tweet, 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 tweet,
Join
tweet,
the
tweet.
fat club if you got an eye for bar potatoes.
Hey, stop that!
Of course. Terribly sorry, my dear. I'll go around the back like I did before.
You can go upstairs from the front. Let's go in there.
Oh,
Right
shut
there.
up.
bemuscle you,
Yeah.
scrolls to entussle you.
Nope.
Nope.
Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
That's weird that she has a bedroom up top and then she has a bedroom to the left.
You can choose the finest green.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Corbin lamb.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Red and orange, yellow and green. The finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I'm gonna go scope out the one area, okay?
Okay.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Beyond these walls, the dead roam
The
free,
Legion, stand. Your word is my command, so.
Yeah, I'm leveled enough to be here, guys. Don't worry about it.
Well, hold on for a second. I'm actually getting into a fight right now.
Why?
Because it's a new area. You know how fights pop up like every
No,
day.
no. We've been here. Trust me, I'm not gonna go into the fire area because I can't. Because of all that. Which I mean, like, I'm not super pressed for it. If we want to, we can, but we are already level 9, so we can kind of just circumvent this area. Just keep moving.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer. How gratifying to see you return.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
Oh, thank you to leave me be. That's
Oh, you think you can speak that way?
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Join the Sun Club. Party day, lads. Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point. Orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Read a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours
spellbook for.
Oh no, noble
Okay.
friend. Your upper
Then shall we head into
chakras
the
are in
next area?
desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
I think I'm gonna make her partially earth.
Red and
Okay.
orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Aaron has as many tails as the man with many cheeses. Not in the mood for cheese. Excuse me.
Rawr! That is, how can...
Mm-hmm.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen. Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Any takers? Come on, you chicken!
Join the Space Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Oh, hello.
Let us see if you can choose the finest
There's a.
breed.
Oh, Jesus. There is a long dead troll on the bridge.
Back on my feet.
Seems like the perfect thing for
On
me to
the
set
mend.
fire to.
Aaron's by the country.
Ah,
You're not healed up enough.
I'm about to heal myself up. Don't worry about it. There we go.
on the mend.
Probably save before you get in the start.
Probably. Ready for now? Let me get a little closer.
Flaming field!
Come on over, big boy. Oh, you can be raged as much as you want. I've been raged all the way over there, bud. You didn't need to be over here. Did it
Immune to something.
crippled?
He's crippled,
He is
but
crippled.
he's immune to something.
I think it was like immune to being set on fire and a couple other things. I don't know.
He's on fire. I think it was poison.
No. Well, yes, he's immune to poison. But that's because he's undead. So crippled, if I remember correctly, means that he can't walk. Means that as long as we do a bunch of ranged attacks, we are okie dokie smoking. Maybe I can also teleport him backwards a little bit.
Everything I touch burns in sacrifice.
That one. Especially since he might have attack of opportunity and I don't
As
see
hot
that.
as the hell he will soon inhabit.
Maybe he does. doesn't. Excellent.
Not more crippled.
What goes up must come down.
Okay. Forgot that it causes an oily sheen everywhere. She is.
I strike
Who
from
you
the
want to
soul
live
of air.
alone?
Yes, she is.
Who you our biggest fan?
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Spirits of Rivellon, aid me.
You better be. She saved you from a life of living out on the streets.
Lightning crackles from my fingertips.
You are freaking. Hold on. You're crippled, my guy. Oh, movement is decreased, not like you can't move. Well, that's different and dumb.
Yep.
We'll be hearing from you for a while.
Need to knock down. That's good to know. I'm not using that. And I'm not using that. Yep, that's why I didn't do it. Yay! So good at this game.
Rain.
Huh?
Jahan with the rain.
I miss the rain down in Africa. Oh boy.
What a deluge!
I'm not gonna make that comment, never mind.
What
He dropped nothing.
He did not. What the heck?
Oh.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
I guess it's on the other side. I do
Hold
not
heating up.
appreciate how you guys just like to run in weird directions.
Another piece of trash.
That is not something I need to be carrying. Where is that? And how do I get rid of it? There it is. Shadow Essence. I do wonder how Shadow Essence is involved in this game.
You like a little toasty.
A little bit.
I could do with a cold drink.
It's heating up.
Stop moving.
I could
Why?
do with a cold drink.
You're not.
It's heating up.
Good point.
It's heating up.
There's a rabbit.
Alright, save.
Yeah. The rabbit has a name.
My rabbit has a
Good
first
name.
name. It's B. OSCA. That's it.
Cowering rabbit.
The rabbit gives you a forlorn look. It seems as if it wants to speak to you, but can't.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Probably sticks out its non-existent tongue.
The rabbit nods and points to the northeast. The cat that got its tongue must have wandered off in that direction.
Uh-huh.
We saved after that. Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did. You ready?
Oh, to a new place.
Whole new level, baby.
Alright. Give me like 5 seconds.
Okay.
Yep.
Ready, my love? Off and... Really?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Ready, my love. Off into the unknown. Really, not gonna ask me if I want to go with the entire party? You're just gonna be on the assumption we're okay with this?
Yep. There's another waypoint.
Alright.
Hail, Source Hunter. Good to
Oh,
see you've
fancy
reached the
meeting
cooler
you here.
forest. There were times when I came to this neck of the woods just to whiff its wholesome air. Alas, that it is thick with sorcery these days.
Sorcery abound, is it?
It surrounds us here, like an invisible mist. Takes cat's eyes to see it creep. Even so, it's plain as day to the east, all about Ikara's cabin. Immaculates beset it, no doubt under Leandra's orders. If she has ordered such thorough defenses of her sister's cabin, we may be certain that whatever lies within will be a prize more precious than butter-baked plaice. That means Ikara herself must be there, Hunter, and it is essential that you find her. Only she can shed light on the details of Leandra's plans.
I thank you for your counsel. High time we mosey on.
Ha! Zigzags would see you dash rather than mosey.
It has been a while
But
since we saw him.
matters such as these
Are who?
require a
Zigzags.
thoughtful approach.
Who's Zigzags?
The guy in the end of time.
That's right.
Leandra and her cronies
Forgot about
may be
him.
lunatics all, but they're far from brainless. So be wary, Hunter, and be safe.
And what an incredibly large impact he has made upon my life. I remembered him completely. So we got the witches, something, and then Silver Glen. Want to go to the witch's cabin first?
Sure.
Alright. Hopefully we are leveled for this.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Kind of.
Did you see that? A shadow just sprang to life.
Strange magic indeed.
This is not the Shadow
Perhaps
Curse
we're
land.
nearing the White Witch's
There is no Shar
lair.
here.
Also, no, I did not see that shadow spring to life.
Ah, the Source Hunter. It is my greatest pleasure to announce to you that we Immaculates have captured the feared White Witch and quarantined her house of horrors.
Are we cool then?
Yes, the greatest known threat to Rivellon has been neutralized, thanks in no small part to you, Source Hunter.
That's right.
Your activities in Cyseal drove the snake
again.
to her den, and that's where we Immaculates sprang our trap.
Who are you?
I am a proud Immaculate, sworn to use my summoner's expertise in service of the goddess's one way and the greater good.
I need to question the White Witch about her involvement in the murder of Counselor Jake.
Ah, the High Counselor of Cyseal. We mourned his tragic death.
No, you
Yes, every Immaculate honors the memory of that noble man.
I think you're lying.
Still, Source Hunter, I am sworn on my life to guard this quarantine. I serve a higher
read the top?
authority than yours, and will not waver in my duty.
Said you mourned the death of Counselor Jake. With your help, we can put an end to this. You and I certainly serve the same side. I have no reason to... Nah, we're going with intimidate. Ooh, I'm super intimidating to you. Okay, I'm supposed to win that no matter what.
I've heard your kind could be particularly persuasive. Go on then, Source Hunter. But please tell no Immaculate I let you pass, or it will be my life.
I'm gonna tell. But yeah, we're supposed to get through that, I think.
Ooh, another waypoint.
Oh, perfect. Okay, gonna save. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that's you, okay.
Yeah, I'm just touching the waypoint.
No, it's fine. No, for some reason I started looking on the right side, and I was like, why am I moving? Why am I moving? There we go. Oh, there's a whole thing going on here. Which we cannot easily access. So, I don't know if we're supposed to be here yet. Cool. Fun. Alright. I guess 2 silver, whatever.
Yep.
You there! Your night ship! Oh, please, come to our aid! My wife and I are stranded here.
What are you doing here?
Oh, we're refugees, my liege. 2 of the far too few souls that managed to escape Hunter's Edge when the orcs invaded. We were hoping to reach Silverglen, but we were attacked by highwaymen. Those devils would have scalped and skewered us if it hadn't been for Alfie. Oh, the brave creature bit one of them in half, though not before being frightfully wounded himself.
Tell me about Alfie.
Bravest beast of burden in the borough is Alfie, but the poor blighter's bleeding like a stuck pig and can't move no more. Which means we can't move no more either. Why, it would be folly to abandon a bandit killer in a wood full of bandits now, wouldn't it, your night ship?
Not
Besides,
because he's part of the
all our
family?
worldly wealth is strapped to his back. We'd be destitute without it. And yet,
You're mean
we
now.
can hardly stay here forever. Silverglen is close enough to see the chimney fumes from here. Mara absolutely refuses to leave Alfie's side, and like I said, I'm inclined to agree with her. If
For sure.
only a stout champion would step up and lend us a hand.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, and I'm gonna say it once. If you attempt to cross me, I'm gonna use your intestines to decorate my walls.
Oh, we'd be mighty grateful if you would escort us to Silverglen, your knightship. But for it is our aim to set up shop there. A new smithy in a new town. Without
Are you
Alfie,
gonna
though,
follow, or are you
without
gonna lead
the
us
tools
to
he
the traps
carries,
along the way?
I'd be like a fisherman without his rod, grasping for salmon with his bare hands. Never could I produce the quality of work for which I'm renowned. Our predicament is clear. And the biggest problem is that Alfie's wounds are so dire, no ordinary healing potion will work. He needs... Well, I don't know what he needs, but they say miracle cures are produced by the priests of Silverglen.
It's heating up.
Whoa, he's got a face on him.
I thought you said he was part of the family.
Dearest Alfie,
People
how
love
brave
every
you
animal
are.
all the time.
Oh, but how you have suffered for it.
What was that? A bandit?
There.
Oh, no.
Just in
It's
case
nothing
some
but a squirrel.
stupid crap happens.
No! You're hurting him, Sir Knight. Oh, no wizard's tricks will cure poor Alfie.
Convenient.
Kind of. I want to see what happens if I do that again.
No. Why?
I'll reload. I'm going to reload.
No!
Just making him hate you.
Okay, so nothing
That
happened.
needs a
Okay,
pinch of
quick load.
salt.
There. You
A bandit?
kindly old soul.
Alright,
We'll
Alfie,
get you
I
out of
tried
this.
to do the correct thing.
Oh, God.
But
Dear,
the
oh
game
dear, my
designers
nerves are all
clearly want
shot.
us to do something else, so...
He's like an alien.
Oh,
bug.
how
good it is to see a human face.
Go away.
What do you say, your knightship? Will you escort us to Silver Glen? Oh, it would be a godsend indeed if poor old... we
Let's
are,
go.
my liege. Though like...
You're right. We should try to heal Alfie first.
It's not about him carrying all the belongings. He's a living creature that defended you guys. So clearly he loves you, but I think it's misplaced.
Indeed. He carries your belongings, after all.
Yeah, and I'm not carrying that crap.
Let's see.
You guys suck.
I'm glad you've agreed Alfie needs to be saved before we can depart. Please leave no stone unturned in your search for a concoct.
Alright, so basically we need to go there. To the town. Find someone who can fix their thing.
You think they'll be alive when we get back?
I don't know. That's a valid question.
Bandits came up from that way.
Yeah, we should probably follow the way.
I mean, that's probably not the way to the town. Because they clearly
it's
wouldn't.
definitely a different way.
So why are we following the blood?
Because we're going to kill him.
Well, yeah, we're gonna do that anyway.
Oh man. It seems he was eaten by a beast.
Well,
no.
partially eaten, to be more precise.
Guys, we just had this conversation. Quite literally.
I think that's in case we walk across him
just
first.
had this conversation.
I think that's in case we walk across him first. That's the... Where are you going? Isn't that where we just came from?
I was seeing if there's a way that we could accidentally run across him first. Where's this go?
That's the town.
Precisely, okay.
Ooh! Terror snake.
This is Terror snake.
In the name of the goddess, halt! Who goes there?
Source Hunter.
In that case, you can rest easy, Hunter.
Oh, I wasn't
There is
gonna
no
fight you.
source to be found here. Only the glory of
I was
Immaculate.
just admiring your very well-constructed defense, but I definitely can't do something fine enough.
Why, it's Silver Glen, of course. Once the abode of miners, now the abode of the faithful. We have traded the search for silver for the pursuit of divinity. I'm sure this sounds strange in what are strangers' ears, but you must know that but a short while ago a frightful sickness felled us by the dozen, until she who speaks for the goddess brought us a cure. She showed us how we may overcome the frailty and even the decrepitude of our mortal bodies. That is why we now live a life of devoutness and civility, so that we may become immaculate. But I
Cool.
suggest you talk to Father Loic if you want to learn more about the ways of the goddess. Be welcome, therefore, to Silver Glen. Blessed be all immaculates. The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Beware.
The Immaculates here seem to be a friendly enough bunch.
Kind of.
Seem being the operative word. Let's remain vigilant.
Oh, definitely not our hero, right?
Source Hunter, you've made it into the hamlet of Silver Glen, I see. Unnerving spot, don't you find? Leandra has fashioned herself a hero here, but the townsfolk don't seem to know the truth behind the conduit, though they call themselves Immaculates. They're thick as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with ancient teachings. I haven't seen Leandra here myself, but she must have put on quite a show of magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners, to have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them.
Give me the strength, oh
Haven't you
goddess.
heard them whisper of the blood? How their eyes shine when they discuss certain stellar stones? Star stones, of course, which drenched in blood become bloodstones and are used in healing rituals.
Oh.
Now, I can see how it could be a fantastic thing to nurse a dying human back to health, if all it takes is to sacrifice a toad. but I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes. A bloodlust that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise. But I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true.
How many frogs do you think it takes for like one human soul?
318.
Because like, I'm not trying to be weird, but if we're talking about like just in general blood, do you gotta kill somebody, or is this a situation where they're like, you gotta kill them, and it turns out that you just need to like cumulatively get enough blood, in which case like everyone could just give a pint and just like get the exact same result?
I've been shadowing the local priest, a man by the name of Loic. I have the feeling he knows more than most in Silver Glen, for I've followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers, and goblins even. Mangoth, Hyberheim, of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shady goings-on written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his. But we must start at the beginning, Source Hunter. The White Witch is still at large. If we want to get to the true heart of Leandra's doings, we must start with her sister. And she's far likelier to be in her cabin among the trees than here among Leandra's followers.
We tried to get there, but...
The advantage of being a puss, my friend, is that one can pussyfoot. A white-haired wizard draws attention, but a cat can move about unnoticed and, indeed, unseen. Not that I'm not extra wary of these bloodsuckers, though. There's a conspicuous absence of pets in this eerie little town. The Immaculate's presence here is highly disconcerting. But we mustn't lose sight of our mission, Source Hunter. The White Witch resides somewhere in the wilds of the surrounding forest, and we must find her.
Let me spill blood for thee, O Holy One.
Spill blood for thee, O Holy One! Remember,
We'll probably have to investigate that on the next one.
The degenerates here claim
Not
they have
you,
been cleansed.
Jahan.
But I can still smell the stink of persisting putrescence wafting from their grimy flesh. Silver Glen. This place sickens me.
I see no evidence of sickness about me.
Let me spill
Why
blood
take it
for
to
thee,
heart
O
so?
As you know, I once carried the burden of disease upon emaciated shoulders. Perhaps I had better explain in greater detail.
Perhaps you should.
This is gonna be like a good
Yes.
20 minutes.
Let's get
Sorry.
this over with.
Let's start at the beginning.
Once upon a time, I was a king in a land of beauty to the east. A land of tigers and slender towers, of deserts and forests, of sun and all the world's wealth. I was a young king, handsome and all-powerful.
Handsome?
Every nobleman would have killed his own brother if I promised to take his daughter's hand in marriage. But I refused their incessant implorations. I knew my life as a sovereign would be self-indulgent, but also a self-delusory one, if I weren't to marry for love. And so a handful of years went by. The king's throne I myself occupied, whereas the queen's throne remained empty but for the court's cats that would nap the afternoons away upon its velvet cushions. But then one day, a young woman visited my kingdom. She was a poetess and a storyteller. People flocked to her, listened to her every word as if receiving mantras from the divines. I invited her to my palace, and soon our days, our nights, our love and our lives intertwined. Hiraka. How I miss her still. Miss the brilliance of her mind that was both as sparkling and as unbreakable as the diamonds that adorned her body. Oh, and how I miss her body. 1,000 artists I could have commanded, show me beauty. But she would have effortlessly surpassed their every endeavor, and curving her lips into a smile, make them break their sculptures in tearful impotence. And yet, true happiness. That commodity more precious and even more fleeting than the dominion of kings, sang to us like the nightingale, only to depart come the dawn of our first year's unity. A malady overtook me, and I began to wither.
Was it malaise?
It was an unparalleled horror.
Depression.
Scores of physicians flocked to my bedside. They traveled from realms across the seas, hoping to cure the mighty Jehan, undo the gloom that had befallen the land, and mere vultures that they were, to be paid handsomely for their efforts. But none of their potions took effect. Their salves seared, but did not soothe my fading flesh. Like a ghoul I looked, unburied yet risen from the grave. In futile anger I struck my mirror, but broke my brittle fingers only, not its ever-mocking surface. It went like this, Hunter. If a ghoul I had become, so a dark turn of thought convinced me, a ghoul's methods I should employ to escape the labyrinthian crypt of corporeal corruption. A necromancer I'd be. Yes, only from deep within the deliriums of death would I tunnel my way back into the gardens of life.
Aha.
I did unspeakable things in the dusky dungeons that twist like forgotten veins to long-deceased organs far beneath my castle's sunlit halls. Halls which held my throne and held the bed upon which Heraka slept, her very touch blessing the satin she reposed upon. Still there came no relief. Perversions I created in scores, but they were mere undead all. Creatures so piteous that the thought of cheating death in their guise frightened me more than the swing of the scythe itself.
So you were a sea-level necromancer, got it.
Like mosquitoes in the night, panic and despair beset me until I turned to that darkest of all arts, demonology. It had to be. There was no other way. I could feel the life slipping out of me like love out of a betrayed spouse's heart. So I studied tomes so old the dust that fell from their centuries' unperused pages never knew the light of the stars that now shine. I drew forbidden symbols. I spoke unhallowed words, and from the smoke that rose like a dragon's last breath, a demon appeared to me and said, "Ask, O blighted king, and you shall have." "Just tell me," I cried. "Tell me what ails me." Heraka. Never had I known a single word can cut deeper than the sharpest of daggers. With maddening glee, the demon told me she was one of his kin, a soul-swallowing horror that had been feeding on both my body and my spirit like a leech. An ancient being was she, that moved from king to king throughout the ages, filling their hearts with love, then draining them of life. After such revelations, does one truly desire to live on? Death seemed like a mother then, welcoming me with her all will be well embrace. Yet still I feared exceedingly her seemingly sweet caress, and the oblivion that would follow. Release me from her, demon, and give me back the strength of a sick, free existence. So went my desperate plea. It smiled, of course it did. Smiled bare 100 razors as its eyes came alight with infernal fire. 1,000 years I will give you, it whispered. But then your soul shall be mine to incarcerate in the depths of hellish nemesis. As for your throne, that I'll have now. What say you, O brittle king? Do you accept my terms? I think you know the answer to that question, Hunter. But I've said enough for now. These memories are painful to recollect. So let us turn to the rest of them later.
Alright, take the leave.
Jahan, I need you to leave the party for the presents. Yeah,
I don't think we can go back. Well, I suppose we could go back. Imagine going to like 3/4 of the game and all of a sudden running all the way back. Hey, you dwarf.
You want to go on an adventure?
Yeah, Kai, you want to go do stuff? John's in the back corner. What the fuck, man?
No, we were cool.
Yeah.
Saved each other's lives and stuff.
There was a lot of like romance
together.
going on. I told you about my whole story. I know, Jahan, I know, but like, Mickey's a little bit of scoundrel. You know what I mean? We were on like level like 50.
We'll teach him.
Yeah, we'll just
He can still read.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Good. No use in
Conversation with you and me.
Well, well, well. So our very own demon hunter once dabbled in the so-called darkest of arts himself.
Hypocrite.
A man so utterly betrayed and dying will grasp at any straw. I can hardly blame.
Give me the strength, oh goddess,
Yeah.
to become enlightened.
The problem is he's kind of a dick.
I mean, he's softening a little.
I got a couple turns in there that I could think of using, but I'm not going to. This, you know, is a semi-family channel.
Alright.
Uh,
I'm gonna be nice to him.
Is that because you literally burn the world to find keep me alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
A man so utterly betrayed and dying will grasp at any straw. I can hardly blame him.
I'd be like, take out the witch who did this to me.
Like, story-wise...
Neither can I.
But
Clearly, his
get it.
great love was almost the very death of him. She broke his heart in more ways than one, and I too would go
You
to
know what I
any
would do with
length
that?
to repair
What?
it.
I take the demons off her, but I can make sure I get my revenge first.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
Diligently will I read the words
Stay
of the
safe.
goddess.
And we will see you later, probably. Good night.